Welcome to another episode of the Spartan Way podcast, coming to you from beautiful Pittsfield, Vermont. And if you're new here, this is where we integrate all Spartan lifestyle, health, and success tips under the Spartan Up podcast umbrella. We're going to give you kind of these success vitamins, bite-sized pieces of information with a daily action that you got to take action with. So what we're going to talk about today is a lot of us have obstacles, but some of us view obstacles differently. Some of us view obstacles as the things standing in our way, things that if they only weren't there, we could achieve A, B, C, and X, Y, Z. But I heard Dan Sullivan, the founder of Strategic Coach, say something profound. He said that the obstacles standing in your way are the raw materials to build your success. He simply said, you've got to get creative, because once you get creative and use your imagination, your obstacles are now viewed as opportunities. So I'm going to share with you a story when I had a pretty big obstacle. I was running my gym, the first location, and I believe we were in the 10th year. We had a great team of coaches working together, but all of the coaches were working just part-time. All three of those coaches were getting hired for full-time work, and I had something like 4 or 5 weeks to go. It was scary because this was my business. At first, I freaked out, but then I got to some reading, listening to some podcasts, got fired up, and it was the reminder that I needed, that this obstacle is an opportunity if I could get creative. I got creative, partnered up with somebody, opened up a new location in a better location, and that's it. So I want you to think about what is that 1 or 2 or even 3 things that you keep saying, hey, this is an obstacle. If only I had this, if only I had a gym, if only I had a web designer. The only thing stopping you is yourself. So as soon as you get creative and use that imagination, your obstacle can become an opportunity. Your struggle can become a strength. And even tragedy can become triumph. You got to use your imagination. So I want you to think about 1, 2, no more than 3 things that are standing in your way. Use your imagination. Write down a plan of how you're going to put it into action, because those raw materials, those things standing in your way, that's the raw material for your success. Make it happen today. That's what I want you to do today. And that's it for this episode of the Spartan Way podcast. Catch all our past episodes. You can catch us on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter. We're everywhere under Spartan Up Podcast.